Okay, here we are at riff number 6. Now, based on everything I've said so far, you probably think just to write music, the only way you can do it is by ripping off other people. Well, that's one way of doing it, okay? I'm not saying it's the only way, it's one way of doing it. And by the time we've got to the end of this DVD, you'll have a few ideas and you can pick a bit from each. So we're going to get on to a new subject now where we're going to use scale and chord knowledge to build riffs. Okay, now we're going to start out with a very, very simple scale, being the A minor pentatonic scale, and I know you all know that. Okay, 5 low E, 8 on the low E, and it goes 5-7 on the A, 5-7 on the D, 5-7 on the G, 5-2-8 on the B, finishing on that 5 high E. And what we're going to do for the purpose of the riff that I'm going to demonstrate is we're going to take that C note, which is on the 8 low E, and we're going to put it on the 3rd A. Okay, now before I actually play the riff that I've come up with using this idea, let's just have a quick look at the concept of what I'm talking about. So the idea of what I'm talking about is that we take a bit of scale and a bit of chord, or not a bit of chord, a chord. So in other words, we might have... Wow, it just came up there. So what I did there was I took part of the scale, then went to chord. Okay, so that was my riff. Or it could be the other way round. You could use the chords first, followed by the scale. Personally, I preferred the first one, but I'm coming up with this stuff on the spot. So, the basic idea is that we use some scale and some chord, okay? And obviously you can apply this idea to any scale and any chords within that scale. And the more theory and harmony that you know, the more, sort of advanced you're going to be on this idea. So let me play you the riff that I prepared, and then you can hear how this kind of works with the scale and chord idea. So here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so sticking to notes and chords within the A minor pentatonic, and all I'm doing is using a palm muting technique with the right hand and then playing each note twice. So I'm playing 5th low E to the 3rd on the A and then the 5th on the A, then back. And then I'm playing this G5, which is 5th on the D string, 7th on the G, 8th on the B, and the D5, which is 5th on the A, 7th on the D, and then 7th on the G. And I've played those chords kind of on off beat. So the good thing is try and apply some interesting timing ideas. So in other words, you may take the timing from someone else's riff, and then you may use the chord and scale idea to apply that timing to come up with something of your own. Okay, so, but you can see what I've done there. I've played 2 on every one. And then what I've done is I've played the chords on the offbeat, okay? But like I said before, maybe you want to try different combinations. notice there I was doing a 4 and a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or even 3. Okay, that's just giving you some ideas that you can use for scale and chord. So let me just play my riff along with the bass and drums and you can hear how it sounds. So remember, some scale, some chord, mess around with the rhythms, and don't forget you can use more advanced scales. Just used a very basic one there just to give you sort of an example, but you know, it doesn't have to be difficult to be good. Always remember that, it just has to be good.